Yeah, it is a big game. Like you said, it's we get to wrap up at least a share of the conference title this week. Our mentality has pretty much been the same as it's been all year. It's one game. It's one step closer to a championship. So the way we've prepared this week has been, let's get better, let's improve, and if we do that, we'll be successful. And we know we have Bluffton next week as well. So we really aren't into sharing conference titles. So this is one step, and it's a big one. But that's kind of been where we've been at this week. When
you take a look at Garrett on paper, they like to score 32 points a game. That's kind of skewed because of last week's game. They're used to putting up some big points. And it starts with Todd Fricke at the running back position. How do you corral that and turn them into a passing team? Because they'd like to run on third down too. Right.
And that's who they are and what they do. They don't throw the ball much. Doesn't mean that they won't. But you're exactly right. You got to contain Todd Fricke, a big playmaker. He's the fastest kid in our conference. So you've got to contain him. You've got to tackle well. Be disciplined in our assignments defensively. Make sure that we get him wrapped up and take care of him all night, or he'll hurt you.
Talk about your defense, because that's kind of an undersung unit. Everybody likes to talk about the offense averaging right near 40 points a game, but you guys are giving up less than 10 points a game on D.
Yeah, defense has really done a great job this year, and it is something that a lot of people don't talk about. Because of offensively, we've been able to put up some points, but we're real proud of that unit. They do a great job. We got a lot of senior leadership on that team, on that side of the ball. So, we expect big things out of them. Our run defense has really been outstanding this year, and that's a testament to the guys up front.
Back-to-back conference titles last year, first time in program history that you guys had won back-to-back conference titles. What would a third title in a row mean for this program?
Well, it would mean a lot. It means a lot to our seniors. A lot of them have contributed to last year's conference title, and some of them the first one. So it's a big thing for them. They're looking forward to it. It's a goal they set early on in the year, and so they've prepared, and hopefully we're ready to go and ready to get after it.
The final question, what you feel like you've answered any of the questions maybe that you had at the beginning of the season when people say, oh gosh, they lost Marzek, they lost I'm losing the guy that went to Dayton, Connor. Yeah, they got a lot of guys to replace. Do you feel like you kind of answered those questions in many ways, shapes, and forms?
Maybe a little bit. We've been able to do some things offensively that losing a Connor and a Kyle, a lot of people didn't think we'd be able to. It certainly helps when you got a guy like Trevon come in. From Harding, he's done a nice job replacing what Connor is able to do offensively. A guy like Justice Cayley on the offensive line. So those guys have helped a lot. And so maybe we've answered some questions. I know there's still a lot of questions, and about whether we can play 4A football. And to be honest, we still have those questions a little bit. We're working hard and trying to improve and see. We'll see in a couple weeks how we do there, but. If we keep improving and we keep a good attitude and our effort's good, and like I said, working hard is a big deal, and we'll see what happens.